Hello, 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 everybody. I'm glad you're out there listening. Thank you for being faithful to the Musings and Music Show. This is Egbembiwan Mujimbo coming to you on Vosa World Radio. It's a Saturday, so that's what happens. You're used to it by now. Today is one of the days when I don't just blab all by myself. I have not just one guest, I have a panel of guests, so you know something important is about to happen. So I have two ladies, two gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and follow the correct protocol, and I'm going to ask the ladies to introduce themselves first. Which of the two ladies wants to go first? Well, the way I look at it here, I have the lady in the headgear that looks like mine up there. Maybe she wants to go first. So who are you, ma'am?
Okay, I am Nyango Dovi NYADJROH. I'm happy to be on your program today, and thank you for having us.
You're very, very welcome.
I just want to say something in our language and maybe translate in English.
Okay.
Na listen this so malowa ma anengi manu makongele o mulimama watowasawa. Na muso misai. Na sto mis watoewe ma waemeli ma wawole wawekele watowasawa obonda ya wuso. Ma iso ese ilate maka iwule manu mambo ema iwule si wula anyway. Enja longola wonda lo awekelete o okuwulisi mia oku mia. So what I have said is that I thank God for putting this thought of the convention into the hearts and minds of our brothers and sisters. I also thank them for accepting the call that God has put into their minds, their hearts, their soul, to come and bring the SAWA people together. For the very first time. This convention is the very first convention we are having in North America for us to come together as one. So again, thank you for having us, and I thank our chairman, Pangolo, and the rest of our family members who have really been doing the work. Sister Pascale is here, Tonton Elong is here, so I thank you for having us one more time.
You're very welcome. So she kind of let the cat out of the bag already. So now the listeners and the viewers know kind of why you're here, but they don't know too much about it. That's what they're going to stay on and find out. So I'm going to ask the other lady to please go ahead and introduce herself, if she doesn't mind.
Hello, my name is PASCALE DALLE, and thank you so much for having me, sister, for this talk today about our convention. And like the sister saying, I will first in English, please, all SAWA, come out. We're having a great event, the first one ever. We want you there. Just come. Bring your body, only your own self, and it will be great, okay? Thank you.
Good. And then we're going to go ahead and I'll start from the top. I don't know whether it's the same order you can see from where I'm sitting, but I cannot even say the guy with the because they both are bald. What am I going to do now? They're both sporting a Manu Dibango kind of head right there. So I'll go with the one with the graying mustache. I think that's a distinction. Actually, they both have graying mustaches.
Maybe I should have sent them Tambayami.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I don't want to go ahead and say somebody's name for them, but I'm going to say Sango Elong maybe should start.
Okay, I think that's fair enough because the other person is bigger than me.
Okay.
So we have to leave the best to the last. So, well, like you said, Peter Egbe, my name is JEAN-JACQUES ELLONG, and I'm one of the participants to the convention. Not only participant, but also I'm in charge of the communication, marketing, and the public relation group. And thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Last but certainly not least, we have the last person. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Sister Egbe. Thank you for having me tonight in your show. I am Dr. EMMANUEL NGOLLO. I'm the chairman of the organizing committee of this first ever SAWA convention in North America.
That is awesome. You know what, the question that comes to my mind is when it says first SAWA convention. So who is SAWA? Who qualifies as SAWA?
Yes.
So who are listening and they're going, okay, I'm from Meme Division in Kumba. I have a Sanja too. We too wear kabas. Is that me too? Somebody sitting there from Tico and wondering, okay, because we people hear Sawa, and then we've heard all the Makossa songs talk about Sawa Douala. So is it Douala or what is going on? I'm just asking. So we're very clear on this, because Sister Pascal has already said, come. So who's coming?
So if I may, the SAWA is pretty broad, as you all know very well. So we're looking at everyone who is from Mamfe to Campo. So it's not necessarily because you are wearing a kaba or you're listening to the Makossa. That's what I mean, and you can consider uniquely yourself as SAWA, but it's everyone from Mamfe to Campo.
Look at that. I'm doubly involved because I have the father that comes from Mamfe and the mother that comes from Boye.
Here we go. Here we go.
I should come there with 2 outfits.
Yeah.
Yes. Wear my money Kim thing and then bring my kaba with me as well. That is good. It's an important clarification to make, because many people just hear it and think Ndole. At the very most, they will think Pakoko, Timarambusa, and then stop there. So people should know that it's really, as he said clearly, from Mamfe to Campo, everybody in between. So I'm going to ask about the organization. So have you reached out to the various groups? Because we know these people are assembled and generally gather in various groups. There's the Mecca, Manu people, there's Feka, Fako. And have you reached out to them like that? Or have you reached out to them just individually? How is it working, if I may know?
Chairman.
Yeah. As of now, many of these associations are involved in organizing this first ever convention in North America. We have the groups starting from California, Houston, Texas, even Canada. I say Houston, right? And then
New York.
Yeah, New York,
New Jersey,
New Jersey, and we have also Atlanta, Georgia, and here in Washington, D.C. area, where we have so many groups, SAWA groups in Washington, D.C. area. So you have the Bakosi, you have the Bakwiri, you have the Mboa SAWA, and so on. So we have a lot of groups who are participating in the organization of this first ever convention of the SAWA people in North America.
That is really something. I can imagine all of those groups coming together. That is a very good thing, because as we all know, unity is strength. There is power and strength in unity, in numbers. And so is there a particular theme for this convention? Is it just meet and greet, just get to know yourselves and then you figure things out later? Or is there a theme for this particular convention?
Yes, we do have a theme.
Okay.
Which is Kumba Mutasawa. This is in Douala language. Eleda Kumba Mutasawa. That means the way we carry ourselves, the way we behave, the way we react, and the way we respond to things. But it is not, the Kumba itself has 2 meanings. But the meaning that we are thinking about our convention is the pride, but in the negative way. That when something is coming up, like this convention, the SAWA are not gonna get up. They are the one pulling the event down. So drop your pride, drop whoever you think you are, come as one, come as a kid, come as a SAWA native, and let's do something great for once.
Okay.
Okay, this is our team.
All right, and you mentioned that, and so that now leads me to bring up this flyer that was sent to me. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I believe I'm sharing the screen.
Yes, you are.
yes.
And that is it right there, the theme you just talked about right there. And that is the event we're all here talking about. It's the 2023 SAWA Convention North America, which means it's not just the USA, it's Canada as well. And anybody who is sitting there in Mexico, I guess is welcome.
That is correct.
Right?
Everyone is welcome.
Everyone in North America.
Correct. Is welcome. And I'm sure even if somebody is visiting the States, you know how people come on a summer vacation over here. I guess if they're here and they would like to come, I guess they're welcome to, I guess. from those?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay. So this looks like it's the program right here, but I'll start with the images are what attract us first of all. So there's a gentleman right here. Who would that be? If you can, I see that there's a thing. I don't think the viewers can necessarily read it. And as for the listeners on the radio, they can't even see that. So is this the keynote speaker? Who is this person?
This is our keynote speaker.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jean-Jacques. Go ahead.
No. That's good. You can go. Go. Yeah.
This is our keynote speaker, Professor Kumandumbe, our legendary professor in the SAWA community, who is going to come over here and talk to us about our history. Because, you know, we are all SAWA. Like you asked at the beginning, who is actually SAWA? Then Jean-Jacques answered from Manfé to Campo, everybody that was born there who's a native from there. So he's going to come and talk about our culture, how SAWA started, where we're going, what we're doing, who are we? So that's why he's coming from Cameroon. He's not even in the States. He's coming from Cameroon.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. All the way for that. That is really something.
Yes.
And so
go ahead. You go ahead, sister.
All right. So this is happening. What day is this happening specifically? Is it
Day one?
Okay. And then
yes, day one.
Day one itself, and it's in the morning after you've had this meet and greet, and looks like there's going to be a business expo. So business expo, does that mean people can come and if you have your business, you can come and just showcase it there, or how does that work?
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. So just for the benefit of since this is going to air before you actually have the event, if somebody's interested in doing just that, who do they contact? Is it this numbers I see down here?
Yes, and they can...
Either of them.
Correct. And I'm going to just speak them out because I'm thinking about the radio people who may not see it on YouTube just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and call them out. So it says right here, 301-802-6951. And the other number is 301-325-6510. That's who to contact.
Correct.
Yes.
They're interested in doing the Art and Business Expo. And the culinary art part, is that also showcasing, or is that entertainment? Like you go sit down, you have something, have a bite to eat, or is that part of the exhibition? You come and see the various dishes from Manfé to Campo. Is that what it is? So it's not people, it's not like you come and it's not what you're serving somebody to eat right there. It's what you're showing. And can people purchase the food though?
No, it's not. I mean, it's not just that you're going to come and sit down and grab something to eat and so on. No, it is also a showcase of our culinary skills.
Okay.
We know that Cameroon is very rich in kitchen, and specifically, with the territory from Manfé to Campo.
Yes.
No wonder why the duly is being considered the 47th best dish in the world. So you're going to have a variety of dishes, including the duly, which is very, very well known around the world.
Okay.
So it is again a showcase of our culinary skills. Okay. It is again the showcase of what we would like to show to people that here is what the SAWA people in general can do when it comes to culture in general.
Perfect, perfect. And then it's in the afternoon that you have the honorable guest speaker that she had just mentioned. And then in the evening, it says Kaba exhibition, traditional dances. So that's, you seem to have covered everything. The Art and Business Expo and the food, and then the dress, dress, and then the history, which is important, what puts people together. So let me get off this screen for a minute. Or maybe what we can also do is this right there. Since we're talking about the program already, this is another part of the program. And it says SAWA Convention, North America, it says the Gala. And so this is September 2nd now, not September 1st like the other day. Right?
Yes.
Right.
It's happening the next day. And so this is loads of fun, food, entertainment. And it goes from 8 p.m. till 3 a.m. in the morning. My goodness. That is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of food, and a lot of entertainment right there. Enough to make somebody want to come. So is this the cost right here for those who are trying to get ready to see what it is that it costs them to get there?
Only
Yes,
that would be-
$150.
So is that a
Only.
flat rate? Is that a flat rate?
Yes.
It is a flat rate.
Okay. So if you're going to want to attend this, what you need to have with you is $150, and you have access to all of this that they just mentioned there. All right, let me get off that screen.
Can we mention something about anyway, this
Please go right ahead.
Yes. So this is the gala is kind of I don't want to say that it's the closure of the event, because quite frankly, this is also a time where we have to celebrate our diversity.
Okay.
You know, because if you take Mafe to Campo, you're going to see a real diversity of culture, tradition.
Right.
So we kind of going to demonstrate that during those 3 days. However, what I would like to mention is this, because you heard us saying that this is our first ever SAWA convention.
Right.
So essentially, we do need to decide what's going to be next after this very, very first convention. That's the reason why in the morning of that September 2nd, we're going to have a very, very important half day, which during which we're going to kind of gather together and we're going to brainstorm on the future of our convention. Maybe we're not going to longer call it convention, maybe we will, but we just have to decide on the future of our togetherness. Okay. What do we really want to do? Because anyway, it's not just to come together and see, dance and do this kind of stuff. We do really, start thinking big. Create, anyway, a platform that's going to help not only us, old generation, but we also do need to look at the future generation. We do need to look at the one who are in Cameroon, more importantly. But above all, we have, anyway, to decide on the future of our gathering, what we're going to do going forward and how we're going to do that. That's the reason why the very first half day of that phase 2 is kind of critical.
Okay, so it's not as if you just wait for the gala, nothing's happening before, after the previous day, after you listen to the guest speaker and you had the showcase of all of those things, then nothing till the night, and then you go dance it and go on back home. So there is a working session happening Saturday morning.
That is correct.
That's correct.
It is very important to know that you're also doing, there's some substance. We all like the Munyenge, it's great. We dance, we sing, that's part of who we are too, but we have to have some substance behind it. And you've just gone ahead and saved me the problem of asking any question about what is the substance of this. You've already gone ahead and spelled it out for us to know. And I'm glad you mentioned the younger generation, because your younger generation out here is not necessarily as steeped into culture as those of us that are older are. Before I came on this show right here, I was sitting there in my kitchen and actually showing my children, because we've been doing, I come from Mamfi, as I said, I've been making eru here with spinach. And this time somebody put on the WhatsApp group and said, oh, I have water leaf for sale. And I was going to get it. That's the first time they're seeing the water leaf though. You see the actual leaves here. And I'm saying this is the real thing that you actually used to make this eru. This spinach thing I've been doing is like how for do.
Yes.
It's not the real thing. And we're looking at it as I was cutting the thing, and he actually took out his thing to record because it's new to him. So if we don't do that, they don't have the privilege we have of actually growing up in Cameroon and moving here as adults or as teenagers at least. So I'm glad to hear you say that you're involving them. Is there a question that, is there a youth wing thing of this whole setup, or that is not yet, since this is the first ever one, you haven't decided on that yet?
Since this is the first convention that we are organizing, we'll be having on that cultural night, we'll be having the youth and the children that will be parading with all our kabas and sanjal and so on. But in the years to come, we will be having a youth wing of this convention, so that they may be embedded into our culture and know exactly what or where they came from. And not only because they are seeing us wearing the sanjas and kaba, but they ought to need to know the meaning of these sanjas and kaba for
That's
the
correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
because I've often been intrigued by the fact that you have African-American cousins who are out here who are dying to know about their culture. They're traveling back there to see the roots of where they're from. And then you are sitting here, quote unquote, authentic from the motherland, and you don't have a clue where it is that you come from. So that is a good thing to have the youth covered so that they are interested, to pull them in that way. So is there going to be a fundraising activity in this convention? Because, or should somebody just say, I paid my $150 and then come sit, where's the food, where's the drink? Are you going to be doing any fundraising at all? Should people know that there's a fundraiser and come prepared to donate and not get embarrassed? Are you doing
well, so we won't call it fundraising specifically, because if you have to do fundraising, there should be a cause for that.
Okay.
Since anyway, this is our first convention where we are meeting just to kind of brainstorm on the future of our activity. What we do need is just a financial support of everybody that's kind of listening to us here.
Okay.
And that's the reason why we created several tools that can help people, anyway, support us. We do have a crowdfunding platform that is out there. It is indiegogo.com/sawaconvention.com. People can go
a little slower, and so we can spread it all out so they can listen and hear it and then go ahead and go. So say it a little slow. I'm going to write it down as you say it and then repeat it so they can know how to donate.
Okay, so you can probably share the flyer. Okay. Is it possible for us to share a flyer?
Sure. Do you have one? Is that information on the one that I just showed?
Yes, we have a flyer for the crowdfunding. Jean-Jacques, you can go ahead and share it.
I don't think so, but even if we share the flyer, we also need to spell it because this is also a radio show.
Right.
So they won't see it. So it's better for us to spell it.
To go ahead and say it all right. So go ahead and I will just spell it all out and I'm going to write it and repeat it. If you don't
so the website, if you want to, or the link to that crowdfunding is Indiegogo, I for Island, N for Nancy, D for dog, I for Island, E for elephant, G for girl, O for orange, another G for girl, O for orange, .com /SAWA Convention North America.com.
And that's all one word.
Yeah. SAWA Convention
.com.
Okay.
Okay, so when they log into, they're going to clearly see our mission statement. The reason why we will like the support of each one of those who kind of embrace or can embrace the SAWA culture. There is clearly a mission statement over there, so they can read it through. I just want to point out something because probably people who are kind of well aware of most of the time the crowdfunding platform will expect to get a reward back. Our rewards is only 2 words. Thank you. That's what we can do at this point of the time. That's our reward to them. Thank you.
Right.
But in the future, we probably is going to look big, whereas we're going to start rewarding those who are helping us to achieve all things that we're going to put into place. So that's one way they can help us financially. The second one is we do have a website. And they can also go into our website and there is a link where they can click and donate to this specific cause.
All right.
So the link is,
please, sorry.
So the link is www.sawaconvention, and I'm going to spell that S for Sam, A for Alpha, W for Whiskey, A for Alpha, Convention, C for cat, O for orange, N for Nancy, V for victory, E for elephant, N for Nancy, T for Tom, I for island, O for orange, N for Nancy, another N for Nancy, and A for alpha. SAWACONVENTION.org.com/donation or donate/donate.
All right, just donate, DONATE.
TE, correct.
Okay.
So what they do is SAWACONVENTION.org.
Okay.
/donate. So once they do click on that, it's just going to take them directly to the donation page, and they can pledge whatever amount they would like to. I just want to be very clear. There is no small amount. Every penny counts for us. Even if it is $1, we will gladly appreciate that particular donation. You know, because it's a number game. The more people donate, the better it is.
That is how funding is.
Yes. So I don't want somebody to be like, oh yeah, I only have $1 right here. Those people's going to think that I'm in anyway. I'm just laughing about them. No, no, no. There is no such a thing. The $1 that person is going to donate, even the penny, can make a big difference in our support, financial support. So that's something that I wanted to kind of clarify out there. Now, beside that, we do also have another way people can help us financially. We also have a sponsorship page or the sponsorship packages that they can utilize. There are different types of sponsors. So again, they can get the information on our website. And again, the website is www.SAWACONVENTION.org/sponsorship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they can pretty much get to all of this if the thing to remember, even if they couldn't get all of this down, that the ones watching on YouTube, they can always just hit the rewind button, just go back and look and listen again. But for people listening on the radio, at least what you have caught should be SAWA Convention and then NA. If you Google that, if you go in and do a search for that, you are definitely going to land on that website. All of us these days handle electronics pretty well. I'm sure if you really do want to, and you're really convinced and you want to do that, you'll be able to go and find the page and then follow what it is that it says there for the various donations, sponsorships, and the crowdfunding to help, because that's the reason why they're here, to tell you about what's going on. But then there's nothing that works on running on empty. It doesn't work that way. You work because it has to be fueled by the rest of us. And I'm pretty sure that you're not going to only accept donations from people who are SAWA by name, by that definition. I'm sure if somebody who's African American wants to donate, would you say no?
Absolutely not.
There you go. There you go. So let people not feel as if they're left out. I'm listening. So you're sitting there, you're from Mancon. You're like, okay, forget this thing then. I don't fall between Manfi and Campo, so it's not for me. This is still your brethren. We are still your brethren. So if anything that development is something that concerns everybody. So please, you definitely would be welcome to donate as well. And like he said, nothing is too small. No amount is too small or too big.
Or too big, yeah.
Or too big either for you to donate. All right. Is there anything else? If not, I'm going to go ahead and ask each person again on the panel to go ahead and say what it is.
Some specification I want to bring here is that don't be confused between SAWA Convention NA.com and NA.org. Because when you hit .com, you will go to another thing, which is different from SAWA Convention of America.org.
Okay.
Please be specific and know that it's SAWA Convention NA.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
then it will take you to our website.
Very important, because I was talking about the SAWA Convention NA being the key thing. He's made that point of correction right there. We're looking at the org.org, not the .com.
Not .com.
Perfect. That was really worth pointing out. Okay, is there anything else? And if not, I'm going to do go right around and have everybody give their concluding statement, say what their hopes are, what are you hoping to see, anything else that you may want to share, maybe an appeal again for people to come on out. I'm going to go ahead and start.
Yes, I have a precision. I do have a precision on the Gala night.
Please go ahead and do that for us.
To guest artists also. It's not only Professor Kumandumbe coming on Saturday, to talk about our culture. But on Saturday, we do have Asa, Stefan Diaz from the group Asa, the one who sings Ese Munamuto Eyaye. He will be here. And we do have another singer called Ngisa, the one who sings Hello, 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 Nanu. So you will have the opportunity to see them all weekend long. So people, just come and see Professor Kumandumbe and come and see our brothers that are coming to donate their time to make the event great and entertain us. Please come out. Thank you.
And they will be live.
And they will be live. You will see them, you will take selfies, whatever you want to do, get autographs, you get them from them that night.
Awesome. I'm glad you threw that in there because I'm sitting here smiling and going, hey, maybe I should actually get a ticket and head on out there. Because you see, at the time with SI, that was CRTV.
Yeah.
You see the clip, and that's the beautiful voices. That is, I'm a Makosa person, a Makosa addict even. So when you mentioned any of that, I was like, ready.
You're getting a chance.
Exactly.
So come, sister, come and bring everybody out.
That right there. I could make my own duly in my house here. I could try to do my own Mukuman Gondo in my house here. But that right there.
That's right there.
I cannot make my own Esa here. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Talking about Mukuman Gondo, when you were talking about what we cook here and what we cook at home, and the Mukuman Gondo that we cook here, unfortunately, would never taste like the one we cook at home because after it is cooked, then it is put to dry unsmoked, okay, on the charcoal and everything. So when we cook ours here, it's just for us to try to remember that where we eat this, but hopefully
not the same. It's not the same at all.
It's not the same. And also we forgot one thing. We did not mention the barbecue.
The barbecue, oh yeah.
We did not mention the barbecue. We are having a barbecue on Sunday.
Okay.
Come enjoy. Hopefully, we are praying that all goes well, no rain. But come and enjoy the barbecue.
We have powers that hold the rain. We have.
Well, Isubu, I don't know the Isubu that are here. They don't know how to hold rain. Though. What's a big kind of
everything goes well. I'm like, hey.
Maybe from back on or the Bombari or Kribi, we will find somebody between now and then.
We are going to see.
We'll get a couple of people and put them together. Because when you remove the house, here comes the rain. We will work on that now that we've brought it up.
True. You just said that I'm going like, oh, no, that's not how it works back home. You know that it's good weather because somebody has held the rain, as they say. So like, yes. But that was a good intervention right there. So who's next to talk about what something we have forgotten or what their wishes are, what their hopes are for this event? Chairman, do you want to talk? Or you want to go?
Let Paul go first.
Yeah, what I will allude here is to call everybody, all the SAWA to come out. To come out is our turn now. The other tribes have already done it, or they have been doing it all the time, except us, the SAWA people. We are trying here to come together to be one, and it's not for a particular group, it's for all the SAWA people. Everyone, if you know that you are a SAWA, then you are part of it. Please come out. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And somebody has sent me a clip here. I sent it to a friend of mine who lives in California. And she was like, where is this happening? And I went back to the person who sent the clip and he gave a name, an actual name of somebody. And she was so happy to tell me, I cannot show her photo now because she actually came out in her little car and went to meet this person out there in California. And that touched me a lot because she's sitting there, did not know that this person lived in the same state, not too far from where she even is. So this already, even before the day itself happens there in DC, you've already helped somebody meet her sister there in LA. And she said she wrote very happily telling me she got connected. And so I guess both of them are planning on coming to this event happening that you're organizing, the SAWA Convention 2020. No. So what you're doing is working. It's working. Those flyers and everything are going around and it's working. So
Thank you.
you're very welcome. I should be thanking you instead. So were you going to say something again, sir? Sango is
Me?
yes.
Well, yeah, so I'm going to piggyback. I would like to say a couple of things in what Pascal mentioned earlier on today, because the theme of this convention is Ibeda Kumba Motasawa. So if we want to put it word to word, it's kind of the status of the proudness of Motasawa.
Mhm.
So we all know that we are very proud of ourselves, which is a very good thing. We cherish our culture, which is even better. But this particular fact of being very proud of ourselves sometimes also is preventing us to do a lot of things. So this convention is a kind of a showcase for us to come together and probably to forget our proudness, to put it on the side and say that, I mean, it's not leading us anywhere. If we can come together, that's when we can accomplish a lot of things. Just to share with you, because at one of the meetings, I believe it was the last meeting, because Pascal Darroch, who is here, is our designer. She's the one to design a bunch of stuff that are circulating around and so on. And she has 2 hands. I believe it was on one of the parts that she designed. So we have here Nyango Catherine Dovi came up with an idea. Instead of just having 2 hands, why don't we just have many hands in a circle, which is kind of, I mean, very, very powerful.
Right.
Because we usually say that one hand cannot tie a package. So you do have 2, 3, 4, 5, right, to do that. And also we also sometimes say we work as a team. Together, each accomplish more. So when we do all that, there is nothing that can prevent us to be powerful and to help them in the future generation.
Right.
So my personal opinion is that we are not doing this because we want to show that, oh yeah, we SAWA or whatsoever it is. It's also to build a platform for the future generation so that they can know exactly where they're coming from. A lot of us are kind of forgetting a little bit where we're coming from. So we do need to go back to the sources and probably, I mean, and we regenerate ourselves, ask ourselves, where am I coming from? And what is my contribution to my culture? And that's the reason why everything that we do in Amin is kind of something that we would like people to embrace so that we all can come together to the common cause of the SAWA. That's kind of what I wanted to mention.
Very well said, very well put. We know that that's how it works because that's the United States is a pretty powerful country, but it's 50 states that make that one union. If they had all been separate countries, it would not be the same thing. We have Europe there that has European Union. We have Africa that we're trying to get together. So we all know that that is how, whatever you can achieve as an individual is great. It will never be as great as what you can achieve if you have
As a group. Yeah.
together. So that is it. Anything else? This you've done an amazing job, all 4 of you, of pushing this. And I don't know if anybody's going to listen to this and not want to come and be part of this. Even if you cannot make the event itself, you know how to participate. You don't have to be right there and donate your money right there. There's ways to do that online as well if you cannot make it. But the whole idea is for you to actually go there, be there, and show your SAWA pride, which is not the wrong kind of pride, but the kind of one that says, I am part of something. I have an identity, but I'm part of something, part of a larger, and I need to do my own part to help that group to succeed. For myself in this day and time, but for future generations as well, so it does not die off. So if there's no more additions to everybody has covered everything.
I just want to say that I want to call on to our people to come, and not just the SAWA community, the Cameroonian community, the African American community. And I want to say to the SAWA people, I want to say, how can I put it? SAWA kendende owoso, sawa, kendende owoso. Mulatako nandolo siko bolone, ilale loko omanyaline. Welisande na musango esiko bolone, ilale loko omanyaline. In essence, what I'm saying is that we shouldn't lose these things: togetherness, love, happiness. The most important one, perseverance.
Yes, I
To
heard,
be
I
able
heard
to
when you said it very clearly in the.
yes, be able to persevere with one another, you know. So come and sometimes we don't have to always agree, but let's have patience. Let's have love for one another, and with love and patience, we will persevere and we will get things done. So please come on over, like they say, y'all come on over and have a good time with us and support us the best way you can. Sometimes you may not have a donation, but even if you come on Friday is a free day. Come and see our culture. You are supporting us by doing that way. Don't say, well, I don't have money, I can't go to the gala. Please come on Friday, come on Sunday. If you cannot come to the gala, please come have fun with us. That's it for me.
And for me, when it comes to me, you mentioned the 4 of us are doing a great job. It's not the 4 of us. We probably like 30 people.
Yes.
That's it every single Sunday for the general meeting for at least 6 to 7 hours to bring this thing up. It's not only the 4 of us. There are other people in the background working a lot. I myself, all the flyers you see, that's my job. So they say, and I use my mind and I use my vision and I can provide, and they can say no 100 times and 100 times and one, I will go back and find something they might like.
Yes.
So we have that. We have also other people that are helping, even if they're not here in the US, but they are bringing ideas. We have a lot of people that are supporting. But the most of support, like Sister Catherine said, please come out. Come out for once. Let's do it. Because we're tired of people saying the SAWA don't do nothing. They're not even going to succeed. But we are going to succeed. It is actually a success that it is happening. So you guys come and let's prove everyone and anyone who says, what can they do? Oh, yes, surely we can do. Look at us, all beautiful. This is what our work is too.
Yes, we can.
So see you there, September 1st to 3rd. I'm passing the word to my chairman, Dr. EMMANUEL NGOLLO.
All righty.
Thank you very much for everybody listening to this a great show. And I thank our sister, everyone, for organizing this show tonight. And as everybody has said here, we are here trying to build our community. And we don't have anything set up yet. We all are part of it, and we are going to work together, especially on that day 2 in the morning, to find out where we are going to go from there. So please come out on that day and come and work. Let's work together for the betterness of our SAWA community. Thank you.
Amen to that. And I know where you're going with that. When I hear you say that, don't sit there and not come and say, okay, they already decided on something, then now they want to come and add us in there, which is not, no, they're saying, come to the table and make your own voice heard, make your own ideas heard. Yes. And then when they do come to the table now and do something, then don't sit back and say, they did this and they did that. Why didn't you come and make your own idea heard?
Absolutely.
I don't want to start saying there's a sound tall, but they
absolutely.
I kind of said it already, because that's the thing. You don't want to come add your voice to something. You have these brilliant ideas, and then the minute they come together through all this sweat and say, here's what we think we should do, that's when you stand up and take to the airwaves and start saying, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Whereas it should be there. He's saying it very clearly. It's not cast in stone yet. They're just trying to build from the grassroots up. So I cannot think of anything else that I can possibly say that they haven't said already. to conclude this, they have done a fantastic job. And when I was saying that, my dear sister Pascal, I was not meaning that just the four of you are doing everything. I said you have represented you've represented the cause very well. They should be sitting there.
Our team, Ibaida Kumba Motasawa, right? We say the four of us that we make people no come because of that.
Right.
So that's why I say it's good to acknowledge everyone that is sitting even for 1 minute to make this thing happen.
That is how diplomacy actually does work. So people don't sit and think, okay, so I have been here. I'm sitting here doing this thing, tying this story, but I did not mention me. Okay, I'm not coming.
Exactly.
Please.
And we don't want that.
No, we don't want
correct.
that. Everything. The sound technician who's going to work on the microphones, bravo to you. The person who's going to carry the chairs and put them there and do the
Exactly.
What will we do without you? So no, it is a team that actually makes it work. Even if you're not the face that stands there. I mean, even if Obama went and stood on the Rose Garden to speak and the microphone is not working, we will not hear what he's saying. So the person who set up the whole cables, the cables that we put there, the person who fed him breakfast so he does not collapse, the person who did whatever it is, everybody is part of the whole thing, putting hands together to make it work. So I'm glad you pointed that out, so nobody feels left out or feels like
left out. Yes,
feels like their work doesn't matter. It does. It does. That's why they're saying, come together, put your own bit, your own level of expertise. She says she does the flyers. That is what is those flyers that somebody saw that I sent to them, and then they said, hey, what's going on? So all of that, everybody's different part that they're doing matters. Okay, so without anything else to add to this, then I'm going to go ahead and conclude the show. A wonderful one. I'm excited myself. I should go actually to American Airlines and start looking. Maybe there's a ticket.
Yes.
Go on out there. Go on out and come and do my own little part to
go look, you will find it. Go and look, you will find that you have the thought, you will even have the cheapest that you've ever flown to come to DC. Go and see.
I will find one. Well, even if it's Spirit Airlines, I'll be hopping on something.
Oh no, please.
Don't say that, don't say that, don't say that.
I will send a limo. What I mean by no, please. I will send a limo to come and
get me all the way from here. All right.
That way you can just relax. No security check, nothing. Or Jandewa on your Lambo.
There you go.
It's so similar. You see, that's what people you need to come. She's speaking her language I can understand.
Correct. I don't know if people have realized that she's speaking. She's not actually, that's not the, some people don't know the difference.
It sounds so much like Douala. I don't even ask her to translate because I can understand everything she's saying.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's right. Right. That's the unity she's talking about right there. We are more similar than we are different. That's
exactly.
Even though we say proudly this and proudly that, yes, it's good to have your own identity, but we are all really basically, intrinsically the same. There's a lot more in common than there is difference.
That is correct.
Yes. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you here. I thank you all for taking the time to come and tell everybody about this first time ever event, first in history event, which is the 2023 SAWA Convention, holding in the DC area from the 1st to the 3rd. And as they told you, from Manfred to Campo, you're all invited. Well-wishers are also invited. And you know now what to do to donate. So we thank you for listening, and we thank you in advance for what you're going to do to push this cause forward. Take care, everybody. God bless. See you next time.